Right, in this video demonstration, we're going to actually go through and set up NPS. So the first thing we want to do is open up Server Manager on Server C. And in Server Manager, we're going to make sure we have roles selected. And we are going to go down to our Network Policy Server and access Network Policy and Access Services area. And notice how it says that our Network Policy Server is actually not installed. So we want to go through and do Add Role Services underneath that and make sure the box is checked for Network Policy Server and say Next and Install. We already have the Routing and Remote Access Services. Both subcomponents have already been installed. And say Close. And we can go ahead and close out of Server Manager. So we're going to click on Start now, Administrative Tools, and open up the Network Policy Server piece. I'm going to expand the Policies node and delete all the policies and all three policy subnodes, kind of clear everything out here. So we're going to see if we get any connections and request policies. We do. Let's delete these. I'm going to go to Network Policies and delete these. Again, we're just kind of clearing these out to make sure we don't have anything getting in our way so it doesn't cause a problem for us a little bit later. So we don't have anything for the health policies. Next thing we want to do is click the NPS local node here at the very top of the console, as you see, and make sure that NAP is selected on the standard configuration. So we do see that here's our standard configuration, and network access protection has been selected. Drop down box, and then we're going to hit the drop down or hit the link here that says configure NAP. We're going to hit the drop down box and specify DHCP as our mode or methodology that we're going to use for NAP, and then we're going to name this your first name, or NAP DHCP your first name. So I'm just going to say NAP DHCP John, or I think I have it in the lab as DHCP NAP John. Alright, we're going to say Next. And we are not going to be offloading authentication to another server, so we can just say Next. We don't need to specify any scopes because we only have that one scope, and we use the NAP enforcement for all the scopes that we have. We do not have any machine groups to specify because we want all the users to be affected by the NAP policy. For the remediation server group, we're not going to have one of those, so we're just going to say Next. But if we did have a remediation server group, we'd specify it there. Make sure that this checkbox for the Windows Security Health Validator has been checked, which it is by default. We are going to uncheck the auto remediation checkbox for right now. We want to make sure that deny full network access to NAP ineligible client computers has been selected as a radio button. Then we're going to say Next. Look at the summarization screen and say Finish. That's all we need to do for this section of the lab.